You should care for me. Awfully nice, it's paradise.
Hello everybody, this is Liz from Liz Yarns. I welcome you to this podcast from Greece, Athens, where I live and yarn with my dog, Tuku. And I'm just back from the Swiss Yarn Festival, which is just outside of Zurich. And it's happening in a wonderful place. It's actually an old spinning mill that's been turned into a hotel and has like wonderful space and all that. So Swiss yarn festivals are very much in my heart for a few reasons. So first of all, my first ever festival that I went with my yarns was a Swiss yarn festival. Back at the time, it was with another organization and it wasn't on the same place, but it was in Switzerland. And maybe it's also because it's my birth country, and I don't know. It was also the last time I was there, it was just before COVID. Like, I came back home and then we were in lockdown, and we were very anxious back at the time if the festival would happen or not. And in last minute they let it happen, but with less visitors. And it was a relief back then, and it's such a relief to be back, and so cool to see, old friends, other dyers that I haven't seen so long. Like, it's been 3 years, crazy, just a bit more than 3 years. And also the organizer, Merit, is a wonderful friend. My first festival was also her first festival, and I'm just so thankful for her and all the work that she put in to make it happen, and it was really amazing. So I have a few pictures and all that, but to see more about it, I would, like the vibe of the festival, I will. I know that Nitlix Nara was the person behind of the PR and the social media of the Swiss Yarn Festival, and I'm sure she's gonna do a great job to edit everything and do YouTube video about it, like with lots of scenes of the festival. I just have a few that I took, and a few with fans, and also some yarn combinations that people kind of liked at that moment. But this video is mostly about what I got, and maybe some funny things that happened. Yes. So let's get started. So the first thing that I got, let's start with the last thing that I got. And the last thing that I got is on me. And the last thing that I got was this beautiful hand stitched embroidered how do we call them, earrings. So I have the pair, but I always wear, it's been now I think mostly a habit to wear just one, and I love it. It's really cute, and it was made, I had her card. Wait a second. Oh, I have it here. Well, I was more prepared than I thought. I had it already, packed with all the things that I needed to show to you. Like, wow. So this is another earring that she made, and it's Stitching Wonderland by Barbara Shar. So her Instagram is Stitching Wonderland. There you go. So I really, really love it. I do have the other earring over here. So I love it, and I got mine with this beautiful, cute lullaby and dragonfly lullaby. Dragonfly with the crystal just below it. She had also some with little hearts and some that were really like a Frida Kahlo vibe. Amazing things. So while I'm showing the little things that I got, I also got these Tools and Notions by Sarah La Cavalaine, and I got some that is with Morganite stitch markers with Morganite crystals. So I didn't know Morganite crystal, and apparently it comes in different shades but mostly pink, and I had those. So this is the set of the Morganite. She also had one with where all of them were pink, but it was too much pink for me. So hopefully you can see them. I'm sorry, there's the sun is just behind a big cloud. So yeah, the lighting is changing. And I was between this one or the aquamarine, and aquamarine is kind of special because I love blue. But also, when I was born, my dad gifted my mom a ring with an aquamarine stone. But I decided to go with this, babies. So Morganite stitch markers by La Cavalaine. And I also, okay, so Sarah is dyeing a linen, and then she makes bags with it. But she also keeps the rest of the bags, and she did this one. And it is pinker than I thought, but with the color with the lighting of the festival area, it was more orangey, it felt. But this is actually more reddish, but it's a coral, and I love coral. And these little fabrics of pink, and I like it. So these little guys were so Acrophile studio, Acrophile, it's not a studio, sorry. Acrophile had a wonderful booth where she had lots of also fabric things, and her daughter is joining her into the world of, you know, the makers, and she wants to start making stitch markers, but in the shape that we have. I think they're like Indian bracelets. Anyways, I don't remember exactly how they're called. I used to have lots of them when I was a teenager, and I made them. So she made me one, and I went back to her and I said, could you, because I want to give this one to my boyfriend, like, could you make me two, like a bit longer ones so I can put in my key rings? And she made me two, and I found it like really cute. And then she came back and she also did a smaller of this color. So I found that really, really cute. So she got a mini set from me. And so these ones are Let's Get Drunk. This one is Temptation, and this one is Manawi. So I think it's interesting, you know, to see my colorways in this form. So I just put them here, all of them, so I wouldn't, you know, lose them. And yeah. So then I got yarn. Guys, I got yarn. I knew that I wanted to make a sweater with Emma's and Neil's yarn, that they are the Grey Sheep, and I love them, and they're based in the UK, and I haven't seen them since the last Swiss festival, so it was really, really nice to see them and hang out, and I talked a lot with Emma, and she's just amazing, and I love them to bits. So I knew that I wanted a sweater quantity from them, and that was kind of it. But I had the wonderful surprise of being almost sold out. So I wanted to, get some more things, and actually this was the last thing that I got. And because I wanted to spoil myself, because you knitters in Switzerland spoiled me, I am very humbled and very thankful that people came at my booth, and I just left from the festival with 3 kilos of yarn. I think it was the best sales I've ever done, and I'm really thankful because just before leaving on the Swiss festival, I was in a very bad shape, physically, and also that was, also affecting my mental health a bit, and my worth esteem. We have those moments where we doubt, is it okay what I do, and all that, does it have any sense? And I had also a big form of taxes to get into, and I was like super worried, and I was really questioning myself. And I'm really thankful for Merit's help, the organizer, and everyone that came in, because you allowed me to keep on, and it was really a really good shot for me, and financially and morally, to just keep going. I'm ready to tear up, but I'm not gonna. I still feel very tired, but my headspace is, in another dimension. So thank you very, very much. So what I got a bit more stuff, but it's not all for me. So there it is. So this market bag was gifted to me as a thank you for me stopping by from their shop, and it is from Nova Lana, and she gifted me also this pattern that I wanted to make. So I had already some umbel in purples that I got in Lyon, and I knew that I wanted to do a sweater just with it, color blocks, but I knew I was missing one color. So I went to with the purples and reds that I had. I said like an orangey rusty would do, but seeing this pattern that you could do like also with just kind of one color, or the whole thing, 2 colors or 3 or just one, and it made me realize that with the purple reds that I had enough of yarn. So I said, but because I really wanted to get something, and I saw also what to make, it kind of inspired me to, and as I was gifted this beautiful pattern, even if it's in German, I think it's quite fast forward. I have no idea about German, but I think maybe Google Translate is my friend, so we'll see. So I decided to do this sweater from Nova Lana with this color in for the body, and one sleeve this mustardy orangey rusty thing, and the other sleeve with this mustard yellow. And I think it's gonna be really cute and nice. And of course they had this market bag in different colors, so I got the orange one, and so that was a Sunday shopping, because I had a bit more time on Sunday. Sunday afternoon was a bit more quiet, and it's a festival with 3 days this time. So Friday, Saturday were really busy. Sunday morning we were busy, and then Sunday afternoon was quite quite calm, but it was nice. So I had the time to go get that. So I'm sorry. I think I'm doing everything backwards, but it's okay. You know, I'm showing you all my knitting May purchases backwards, but it's fine. So, and on that day, also just in front of me, opposite me, there was Save the Yarn, and I really wanted to talk to her about, you know, what do you mean Save the Yarn? And it's actually yarn made out of leftovers from the clothing industry. I didn't have the opportunity to talk to her that much. It was really nice as she got one of the Trellis leather bags. And yesterday was the birthday of a very good friend of mine, so I decided to get her those two. And it is 70% alpaca, 30% merino, but it's kind of, you know, like a chain ply. And it's for 5 to 7 millimeter needles, and it's 50 grams, 100 meters. So no idea what my friend could make. I thought maybe 2 hats or one with a long, you know, tail, but I really like those colors. She also had a really beautiful green, but and my friend loves green, but I said, you know, she has enough green stuff. Let's, you know, make it a bit more fun. But I really think she's gonna like those. And then I also got this pouch from Textile Manufacturer Tans. So this is a couple, and they're very nice people. They spin their yarn, and they have also how do we say that, fiber for spinning. And this time around they had also some weaving projects and items, and this is weaved with their own yarn, and it's a big pouch of lavender, and I like the idea, and I thought it would be nice to have it here in the studio. And I also got 2 of them, and I gifted them already to Isabelle and Fabienne, who Fabienne is the owner of one of the shops in Switzerland that has my yarns. And I don't know, I just really wanted to gift them something, and I got one of the same color as this one and one in blue green teal colors for the other, and I told them, you know, just to choose. So that was it. And then last but not least, my first purchase, the yarn that I got from the Grey Sheep, Emma. So they Emma and Neil had their own breed of sheep, and I had already taken some yarn in the last Swiss Yarn Festival, and I had done the Rusty Tuku sweater by Sosu Knits. I will try and remember to put a picture over here. Yes. And now they have also Gotland yarn, and I loved their green, very vibrant green, but also they take apart on the side the most dark parts of the fleeces, and so they have the same quality but in a dark range that they call the dark side. And I like that. And so I got from the dark side this beautiful colorway which name is Jealousy, and I love the name Jealousy. I always put, you know, me in my mind, green is like envy or greedy, but jealousy, I like it. So this green, and I actually got it before the festival started. I usually, you know, maybe beforehand, I do like a quick round, and if I see something, I'm like, okay, if it's Sunday, you know, it's still there, I will get it, you know, let's have people have their pick and all that. But I asked Emma, how much of this green do you have? And she had only 9 skeins, and because a lot of people are buying sweater quantities from her, and I knew that for color work and all that, I was like, okay, can I have those on the side? Like, I don't know which pattern I'm gonna make, but I'm definitely gonna get those four. And then there was one by itself of the same base of the dark side that didn't had a label, and she didn't remember the name. And I said, oh, poor him, I'll take him. So that's the other color. I'm sorry, I don't have the name. I'll ask again Emma if she can send it to me. So I thought that maybe I could do a simple sweater just to show off this pretty yarn. But then also Emma had made with this yarn, but another base, but this I'm in DK, and she also added a mohair to do the Novice sweater by Petite Knit, and she had it there, so I wore it and I loved it. So I think I'm gonna do the sweater, the Novice sweater by Petite Knit with this yarn, holding maybe, I'm thinking my Valor Morghulis colorway, which is a green one with a little bit of yellow, just to brighten it up from time to time, and I think it's gonna be really nice. I talked to Emma about my idea and she really liked it, but I'm thinking to keep this colorway for all the ribbing parts, and maybe that will be the finished on the bottom of the body, to just go with it, like maybe if I have with the last skein a few rounds of striping and then just finish with that one. I think it's gonna be really cute and nice. And so yeah, very happy with that. And then this beautiful cute bag that holds an item that I forgot that I got. So Agiani, it's handmade in Austria, and it's the design is from Anita. Anita is the person behind Love a Fur, and she has great pom-poms and all that, but she also has beautiful gadgets. And this is a sock meter, I don't know how to say it, but it's nice because if you want to gift a pair of socks, you have the number of the wearer of the shoe. Like for example, I'm 38, but 38, 39, and she says either here or here, to put your heel. So I think it's good. And for example, now I'm doing some socks from the toe up for my boyfriend. Well, I did his from the other way around. So I think it's great because now I know where I should pull my heel exactly. Or for my nephew, if I decide ever, or my niece, to do them socks, now I know where to put it. She has this for adults and another one for kids, but I got the adult ones. And last but not least, because I found it and it was the last one, I got this baby, which is the second book of Aimé Gilles La Bien-Aimée, and it's called Neons and Neutrals. And I thought, why not get it? I have looked some of the projects that are in, and there's a lot of mixing of fibers and colors and bases. So I think that will be another video, probably, surely, definitely, I don't know when, but it's gonna come. So that's kind of it. That's all the things I got. I'm happy because actually I got yarn for 2 sweaters and I know which ones they're gonna be. That maybe it's gonna change my Make 9 list for this year, but maybe not, we'll see. I like to keep things flowing. It starts to be warmer in Athens and that's nice. I've missed the sun. And I'm very happy. I've also finished my Tecamsa sweater that I will show you another time, maybe while I will do the book video. And that's gonna it. I don't have anything else to really say. Just thank you for watching this video. Thank you everyone who's ordering either through my website or coming to festivals and visiting me. I know that this year I will be more busy with festivals, but I think next year I will do a bit less of them. But also maybe try to do some other trips to develop other things maybe to come, and that's really exciting and nice. But I am very thankful, and I'm really, humbled by this weekend. Was very surprised, and just thank you for all your love and for being here for me. And yeah, don't forget, color is power, fiber is our weapon, and happy creations.